Bang, bang, bang on the door. "Open up, search warrant," shouted the voice behind the banging. "Open the door and hands up where we can see them." Holy shit, I thought to myself while racing to open the front door. "What's going on?" I asked the first monster-sized bloke, who was ready to knock down my front door. "This is a search warrant. Move into this room here and sit down." But, I tried to protest. Next thing, no less than 10 men and women piled into my tiny condo. "Are you Tara Brown?" one of the cops was asking. "Yes," I replied. "What's going on?" "Read the warrant," he said. Next thing, the other 9 police were all over my place, searching every nook and cranny. I read the warrant. It said they had information saying I had firearms and illegal drugs. "This can't be true," I was trying to protest. But next thing, 2 cops returned to the lounge room, where I was sitting. One had 2 guns, the other carrying what looked like big blocks of powder. "But that's not mine," I tried to protest. "Stand up. Put your hand behind your back. Tara Brown, you are under arrest for possession of illegal substance and possession of firearms." "But it's not mine." "That's what they all say," said the burly-looking cop. Next thing, they were shoving me out the door and into a police car. The handcuffs felt like they were cutting off my circulation, and I felt like I was going to pass out from the shock of it all. "It really isn't mine," I tried to tell the officer on the way to the police station, but he wasn't listening. Finally, we pulled up at the downtown cop shop and county jail. The van I was traveling in took a side entrance, and I was immediately pushed out and straight into a cell. OMG, what is happening? Only half an hour ago I was watching cartoons and now I'm in jail. I tried to get a grip so I could explain my situation to someone, but no one was listening. Before I knew it, I was stripped of my clothes, my jewelry, hairbands, shoes, and dressed in jail clothes. "But aren't I going home on bail?" I asked one officer as he walked past my cell. He laughed. "Not with that sized haul of dope and guns." "But there must be some kind of mistake," I tried to protest. "Tell it to the judge," he called back at me, laughing. A few hours passed before 4 officers turned up at my cell. "Did you work out what's going on?" I asked. "What's going on?" one replied. "You're going upstairs now to jail." They put handcuffs back on, shackled my feet, and led me to an elevator that took me upstairs to the county jail. "Please listen," I said while they unlocked the chains that wrapped around my hands and feet. "This is a setup. That stuff really isn't mine." "Explain it all to your lawyer, love," the cop said. I was pushed into a large room full of other prisoners and shown my bunk bed. I looked around the room with disbelief, but then I recognized someone in the far corner. "I know that face," I thought to myself. My thoughts were quickly interrupted when a large, jolly-looking woman approached me. "Hey, bro," she said with a warm smile. "What you in here for? Where you from? Don't know your face." But before I had time to answer, another girl was yelling out to the one beside me. "Boot off, Tina, ya dog," she was saying. "I'm Kathy. Come sit with us. What's your name, brah?" My head was spinning. "Okay," I said, following Kathy. "Put your stuff down here on your bed. Now come sit at our table and fill us in on the goss." So I did what she said and followed her over to a table full of women. They seemed to be playing cards, and they looked like they were using tins of tuna as currency. I sat down, but before I could say a word, a warden walked into the room and everyone got up and ran for their bunks. I naturally followed. He was calling out their names from a roll, and the girls were answering yes as their names were called. And then, if by magic, the scene from 5 minutes earlier recommenced, like the roll call hadn't even happened. "So, why you here?" asked one of the girls at the table. I went to answer, but then suddenly someone on the other side of me hurled a tin of tuna. Then another, then another. The other girl was scrambling all over, picking them up like they were tins of gold. Before I could ask what was going on, another girl flipped over the card table, sending cards and tuna cans flying everywhere. And then, over the top of my head, I felt the wind whirl past me as one girl started swinging punches at another, and then a full fight broke out. Tables and chairs flying, cans of tuna whirling through the air and the yelling. Then officers came flying in. They were grabbing girls and flinging them into their cells. "That's it," cried the officer in charge. "You're all locked down 48 hours. "Oh, brah, come on, chief. We didn't mean anything by it." "What just happened?" I asked the other girl in my cell. "That's nothing," she said. "Every day is Tuna Wars." "Tuna Wars?" I asked, puzzled by the name she gave it. But she didn't say any more. The light suddenly went out, and I'm pretty sure it was only about 7:30 p.m. I crawled into bed, thinking to myself, this will all have to be cleared up in the morning. This can't be my life now.